your music live. Your music live. It's your music live. It's your music live.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome into Your Music Live here on Studio Live today for yet another week. Can you believe 234 episodes in and we're still going strong? We do this each and every week. We play your live independent music and we do it thanks to these fine folks at DistroKid. Yes, if you're in the market for releasing your music, I highly recommend DistroKid. They can get your stuff out there to Spotify, Amazon, Tidal, Deezer, Apple Music, every platform, one upload from as little as $22.99 per year. And we thank DistroKid for their ongoing support of Your Music Live. We'll say good day to the folks who are here live throughout the show, but we've got more than 40 tracks for you here today. It's going to be a massive one. I thought we were going to have a quiet show. Turns out, nah. No hope, no dice. So let's dive in here first with someone who you heard up front in that little opening bit. They actually created and recorded that. They go by the name of Kronk Song. They're awesome. This is Think I Still Love You, Kronk Song, to kick us off in style here on Your Music Live.
It seems I'll never forget you. You're always on my mind. Tried so hard, yes I tried so hard, but you're always there, yeah you're always there. I tried so hard, but I just can't leave it behind. I think I still love you. I really think I do. I always get a picture. It seems so very real. Keeps recurring over and over, over and over, over and over. You were the real deal. I think I still love you. I really think I do. I think I still love you. I really think I do. I'm always thinking about
The one, the only Kronk Song, Mark Kronk Song Lovell there with a very cool rockin' track just to get us started, get us into the mood. I think I still love Kronk Song too, Scott. He does. Great music, has been a wonderful creator and supporter of this community for the longest time. He's been part of the furniture around here for sure. A really good one there from Kronk Song to get us started. Hello to everyone. G'day Doorways into Music. We've got Roke Avalanida, who we've got a track from them later. G'day to Kid Kane. We've got SM Borthwick here. Sylvie Drapeau. Thank you, Sylvie, for the donation on yesterday's show. She donated and I just missed talking about it on the show. So thank you all for being here. If you're here, grab yourself a beverage of choice, curl up, or lay back, depending where you are in the world, and enjoy, because we got some great music coming your way. That one was from Kronk Song. He said, another thrown together song in GarageBand Mac. I've already revisited it, but there's a new version and now far too long for the show. Anyway, hope you like it. Yeah, we're going to be keeping things short today because, as mentioned, 40 plus tracks. So we need to move on. And if you're first time here or you haven't been here for a while, the way we work is a little different. We play 1 to 2 minutes. We give you the sample of the track, and then it's your job to go and check it out. In the description, though, we have all of the links. Every single song that we play here on the show will be linked down below. That almost rhymes. Let's play this next one. This is from our mate Michael. aka Zedland. You get those Zeds emojis rolling in the chat if you don't mind. He says, a sonic journey currently sailing on the North Atlantic on our way to New York. I got excited there. I thought he said New Zealand for a minute. I'm like, if you're coming to New Zealand, you might as well pop over to Australia. Michael, of all the people who travel around, Michael travels more than anyone I know. So, Michael, if you ever come to Australia, put Adelaide on your list and I will buy you a beverage. This one's called Does the End Justify the Means? Michael, aka Zedland Band, your music live. Yes, a very cool vibe. The visual looks like a nasty case of piles. Yeah, that's a pulsating rear end by the looks of it. But the three legs and it's interesting, isn't it? It looks like a fidget spinner, an adult version of a fidget spinner. And yeah, you don't want to know where you put your fingers to spin. Really cool stuff from Michael. Maybe a little on the distracting side, the visuals, but I love it. It just shows the quirky side of Michael. And yeah, apologies. I meant to put myself off camera while I was doing my little promo there. I was just putting a story on Instagram and Facebook telling folks that we're live. And I know it always seems a little bit weird. You're like, is he trying to talk to us or what's going on there? And it's like, no, I was just doing a little bit of cross promotion. You got to always be promoting, don't you? ABP, that's the world of being a online content creator. Always be promoting. Hello, it's Sticks for Guns, Richard. I hope you are doing I hope you are doing a good. Apparently my words are not coming to me super well here today. Let's continue on here. We'll be hearing from Sticks for Guns in just a little while. But before that, let's grab this track from Queen Cartoon Cowboy, who says, since I released my first song for Songtember 24, the support from the YouTube community has been really kind and encouraging. So I've released a few more since then. I haven't been brave enough for Slaps and DistroKid yet, but I'll get there. Thanks again, Pete, for all your advice and support. In case you're planning a seasonal themed YML this month, here's a song about hopes and fears at New Year's Eve. It's called New Year. And by the way, for those thinking, is this a Christmas show? Is this not? I've decided I'm doing a Christmas month. So instead of holding off all the songs and bringing them all in, I thought, let's just spread a little holiday cheer right through the month of December. So we're doing a Christmas adjacent show today and then another Christmas adjacent show next week, which will be just a couple of days before Fishmas. Let's spin this one. This is Queer Cartoon Cowboy. I think I said Queen before. And New Year here on Your Music Live.
That's the bell about to chime. It's New Year's Eve and now it's nearly midnight here. Take my hand, If I kiss you now, will it all come true? I used to think that nothing ever changed unless we made it happen. But standing here with you beneath the glittering fire, I get the feeling this year we're going to make it, won't we? This year will be the year we will look back upon and say it was the year when all our dreams got started. This year we're gonna make it, won't we? How will we feel with everything we ever dreamed of in our hands? Will you and me be here together next year at New Year's Eve? A year gone by, but I want to believe we'll find a way, won't we? You crashed the car, I lost my job. We could stand here now and count the people we lost, but New Year's Eve, that's in the past. Let's make a wish and we'll live on that. I used to think things couldn't get much
Very cool, very thought-provoking, great songwriting, excellent use of the GarageBand guitars in there. You know you've got a good creator and songwriter on your hands when they can sculpt those GarageBand guitars that well. Queer Cartoon Cowboy, and I love the premise of that. I love that you shared in the preamble there about the community and about the support you get, because that's 100% the goal around here, and it's always good this time of year. I'm very thankful. We've just had Thanksgiving for our American and Canadian friends. I'm very thankful, and I'm very celebratory of how just much care there is in the community and how much folks look out for each other and encourage each other to make music, because I fear there's too many people out there right now who could be making music who aren't, and it's not because they can't and it's not because they don't want to, it's because they've listened to someone else or something else that's told them not to. And I feel that my goal and my aim, and I think the responsibility we all have as a community, is to band together. See what I did there? Band. We can form bands. Band together and, just bring a little support to people, because it's hard. It's tough when you're sharing your own music. It's like revealing a part of yourself to the world. So I say all that to say, good song. Well done. Let's play this one. This is the Borderline Twins. They say, morning, Pete, from the UK. This one's a little fun to get into the Christmas spirit. Thanks for your support over the year. Wishing yourself and all your listeners a very Merry Christmas. Well, thank you, my friends. We're going to give this one a spin. It's called All Year Round.
Snow keeps falling day by day. I look to the stars and I call out your name. These cold lonely nights of December, longing for a chance to bring us together. It's Christmas time, New Year's fine, but baby, why can't we be all the time? The days go by, the seasons change, so let's make this the night of the year. Amongst the Christmas nights, the angels sing a sweet rejoice of what love could bring. But I can't wait to hold you tight underneath the Christmas tree tonight. It's Christmas time,
love it. I love the call and response. I love the claps. I love the jangly rhythm guitar. All round awesome stuff there. All year round there from Borderline Twins. Yeah, great tones on the cymbals. It just works, doesn't it? Everything just sits there and does its job and is in its place, which is very cool indeed. Thank you again for sharing that one. We've got heaps more music to play for you here. And but before we do, it is that time of the year. It's the most wonderful time to release music. With someone like DistroKid in your corner, you can get it out to all the places that people listen to tunes. DistroKid, yeah, it's, you know what? It's Wrapped season, folks. It's we've got the Spotify Wrapped, we've got Apple's version, which is a rip-off of that. YouTube Music do the same thing. So now is the time to make sure that when you've got all your releases, DistroKid let you release an unlimited number of songs, EPs and albums. As you can see, I've taken full advantage of their kindness there. But now is the time to go in here and make sure that you've claimed your special access. Because did you know you can get yourself Spotify for Artists, TikTok Artist, Apple Music Artist, Tidal Artist, even a YouTube official artist channel. And DistroKid will hold your hand through all of these processes. They will enable you to get those artist accounts. And what does your artist account get you? It's those cool things. You can do those Spotify backdrops, those cool background artworks. You can change your profile pics. You can add bios. You can add links. And you can get your own artist version of those cool wraps like Spotify Wrapped and Apple Music and YouTube Music. So why not do that? It's just an extra little tool that DistroKid allow you to utilize. And again, you can do that on any DistroKid plan. If you're on the Musician plan, starting at just $22.99 a month, or what I use, the Musician Plus plan, $39.99. 2 artists, you can set the release date for your songs, and you get access to like literally hundreds of different bits of goodies that you can use to help promote and optimize your music. So DistroKid, I've been saying it till I'm blue in the face. For at least 3 years now, I've been telling you how much DistroKid are awesome and how much you should release your music with DistroKid. We thank DistroKid for their support, and you can save yourself give yourself a Christmas present. Save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan with DistroKid. We will play another couple of tunes, and then what we're going to do, is we're going to dive on in and do a Play My Fire beat. If you don't know what that means, you will in a minute. You'll know. It's a chance for you to get one of your songs played. That's all you need to know. Let's play this one. This is Sticks for Guns. They say, managed to get back to my electronic creations. Could you please play from the 1 minute 45 mark? We can definitely cue that up here. This is Sticks for Guns here on Your Music Live. one and only Sticks for Guns. Cool artist name, cool artist indeed. Yeah, lots and lots of layers. And Sticks for Guns, if you've been listening in recently, has been sharing more kind of orchestral pieces and laid back kind of chill pieces. It's always cool to hear the synths. Yeah, Richard just makes a whole bunch of amazing music. So good stuff there indeed. Twas indeed cool. You might have just noticed I just gave away 5 memberships to Studio Live today. Yeah, for $2 a month, you can become a member. It gives you custom emotes and it gives you a warm feeling in the cockles of your heart. Maybe below the cockles, maybe in the subcockle area, maybe in the kidney, maybe in the colon. We don't know. Let's play another song. This comes to us from Bradley McKnight. Oh, my point was, if you would like to become a member, you can. And you can also gift memberships to others if you'd like to share the kindness. And we appreciate everyone who's a member of Studio Live today here on YouTube. Bradley McKnight says this song is called Final Say. This song is about not letting other people force you into being who they want you to be, and that you should do the things that make you be you and no one else. The song will be released on my upcoming debut album, which will be called Walking into the McKnight. I love it. And will be released early in 2025. Very cool. Let's give this one a spin. This is Bradley McKnight and Final Say here on Your Music Live today.
Oh, well, you'll never have the final say over me. Oh, well, you'll never have the final say over me. I put my trust in you and you betrayed me. All your excuses, they never fazed me. I understood the truth, you didn't save me. You left all your bruises and now they're faded. And now I'm stuck with you waiting. Way too much of time wasted. I understood the truth, you didn't save me. I put my trust in you and you betrayed me. Not another chance, balancing on a strap. I can speak for myself, you know I don't need I don't need this or that, I'm happy to stand. I don't need anyone else, it's not me, it's not planned. Tried to block me, but I was one step ahead. All your wants, all your needs, they're not there, they're pretend. And now I'm thinking, I'm not me, the wrong affair. Now I'm stood up on my feet and I never cared. I wasn't ready for this, but now I can't resist. The hatred won't be
Bradley McKnight. McCool stuff there from Bradley here on Your Music Live. Very, very nicely done. Love the visual there too. Final Say, and a good topic as well. Excellent songwriting there from Bradley. And I love, someone was talking in yesterday's Happy Hour show, they're like, I can't quite decide whether I can hear Pete's Australian accent. And it's because I sing a lot of, when I sing my original songs, you can probably hear more of it. But when I'm doing cover songs, I sound like whatever nationality the artist playing that song is. So if I'm doing tub thumping, I get knocked down. I sort of sound like that. But it's great to hearing someone like Bradley, you can just really hear their accent coming through. And it just makes it sound so natural and unique and just them. So yeah, for a lot of folks starting out, my recommendation to you would be, use your voice. I know that's kind of weird to say, but I think a lot of people would say, I don't like the way I sound, so they try to sound like someone else. But your uniqueness, your uniquity is what makes you you, which is kind of the point of that song as well. So there you go. It all goes round full circle. Let's do one more song from Kreiswerk Music, our mate Heiko Brenn. They say, hey, Pete, I was playing around with some King of Digital sounds in GarageBand on my iPad, and this developed into Cosmic Overdrive. Speeding it up to 128 BPM turns it into a kind of dancey instrumental, I guess. Greetings and happy holidays from Heiko. And thank you, Heiko, and the same to you and yours. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? This is Cosmic Overdrive here on Your Music Live. vibes I get from this one. It's like a 1980s arcade. I could almost like feel the sticky floors and the joystick and the two, you know, those buttons with the big smashy buttons, like playing like a Zaxxon style game. Yeah, Kraftwerk music. Very cool stuff there. Yeah, get your dancing shoes. Beverly, yeah, it's got a little bit of that Axel Foley. Yeah, very cool stuff indeed, isn't it? Very energetic. Yeah, or in Vice City, yeah, it's definitely got video game vibes to it. So yeah, I just did some quick research, and apparently it's both. So who knew? I thought I'd made up something cool and unique, but apparently my uniquity or uniqueness was not actually that unique because it's a word that already exists, was first used in the 1700s. And yeah, I guess it's if you want to sound a bit fancy. So there you go. This weekend or through the week in your day-to-day business, you need to use uniquity. That's my challenge to you. As you're walking around in your daily grind, see if you can bring that. Just like, say, when you're sitting on the bus, the uniquity of the bus service here in Vancouver is amazing, isn't it? That's what you can say. All right, let's do this. You know what I'm going to do now? We're about to do a Play My Fire beat. And if you know me, you know exactly what I'm going to do here. This is a learning moment, a learning experience for everyone, because I'm going to make the code word uniquity. It had to be done, didn't it? So hashtag uniquity in the chat. How this works is you put hashtag uniquity right here in the chat. It will draw one of you at random. And if you get chosen, you get to choose one of your songs to play right here on the show. No waiting, no listing, no anything. You just get a song on there. So be like Ufsi Baba, be like Gregory O'Sullivan, be like our eternal optimist, Chris Lane Sr., and throw hashtag uniquity in the chat, and we'll draw that one in just a wee jiffy. By the way, if you think, oh, that's a bit mean that he called Chris Lane a loser, it's because Chris Lane Sr. has been in the draw, I don't know how many times now. Chris has got to be up around 20 and has not won. And it's not like we get maybe 15, 20 entries per, and sometimes less. So yeah, it's probably even been more than that. It's probably been 30 or 40 now that Chris has never been selected. It's like that movie, that Drew Barrymore movie. Never been kissed, but Chris Lane has never been spun. Okay, getting a bit weird there now. Secretary of Fate, our new single, is an anthem of resilience, reminding us that even the toughest times, a new day will dawn. We all know those special songs that get us through difficult times. We sincerely hope that When the Night is Darkest is such a song for some of you out there. Our heartfelt thanks go out to the great Danny Vaughan of the mighty Taiketo, who makes the song shine with his incredible voice. Very cool stuff. Let's give this one a spin. This is Secretary of Fate and When the Night is Darkest. Your Music Live.
In the shadows, when the world feels cold, walking through the storms, feeling bold, echoes of doubt, whispers of despair. But a flame in our hearts is always there. When the night is darkest, the day is closest. Hold on a little longer, keep your focus. The dawn is breaking, a new day to harness. When the night is darkest, the day is closest. Through the silence, under the moon's glow, battling the fears, the winds that blow, every new step a story untold. In the ink of night, futures unfold. When the night is darkest, the day is closest. Hold on a little longer, keep your focus. The dawn is breaking, a new day to harness. When the night is darkest, the day is closest. Let the stars guide through the darkest ride.
How cool is that? Yeah, really inspirational. I love that concept. When it's darkest, day is closest. Amazing stuff, and yeah, really really good vocals. Look, I must admit, like you hear a song like that, and it's just really inspirational, and you can hear the humanity that they've got a singer in there, and you can hear the humanity coming through. Now, I'm all for using tools and things to create things. Like we've got some wonderful creators in this community who use some of the tools, but they use some amazing stuff. But yeah, I got to admit, 2025 is going to be the year where I think that completely artificially generated songs are going to be no more. Because when you hear something like that that just connects with the heart and soul and spirit, I think that's what music should be. So there you go, preparing for a future of human created music. Because yeah, you can just hear the difference. Like imagine how different, like that would sound okay if it had a Suno or an Udio vocal, but it would have that extra sort of whisper effect over the top, and it would be over compressed, and that one was just perfect. So well done. Thank you for sharing that one. A nice big voice. All right, we'll do one more song. If you're just joining us here, hashtag Uniquity is the code word that you need if you would like to do the Play My Fire beat thing and have a chance to have one of your songs played right here on the show. So there you go, just slap hashtag Uniquity right there in the chat and you'll go into the draw. We've got 14 entries right now and we'll draw that right after this song that comes to us from DJ Gabri from Germany, completely produced and wrote Turn It Up myself, a real club banger. I produced the entire beat on the iPad using Beatmaker 3. Nice. The singer Dante Thomas is known from the global hit Miss California. Very cool stuff. So let's give this one a wee spin, shall we? This is DJ Gabri and Dante Thomas and Turn It Up. Yeah. Music live.
DJ Gabri, AKGI, Dante Thomas, Mr. California. Come on, turn it up, come on, yeah. DJ, turn it up, R&B, hip hop, party in the club, we will never stop. DJ, turn it up, R&B, hip hop, party in the club, we will never stop. Baby girl, where the party at? Today we bring the classics back from New York to Germany. Go in the club in the VIP. Dante Thomas, DJ Gabri, legendary like Kid Capri. Rolling hits like Master P. Westside orgy, living in the gangster's paradise. All the money's looking very nice. Vida loca, chica loca. Yeah, yeah, she's Miss California. DJ, turn it up, R&B, hip hop, party in the club. We will never stop. DJ, turn it up, R&B, hip hop, party in the club. We will never stop.
How good is that? An absolute banger. I would love to visit the discotheques of Germany and hear that one pumping. I mean, I wouldn't because I'm me, but I still appreciate it. I like the idea and the thought of being in a club listening to that song. And it certainly should be being played in clubs, but I'm just not a club guy. Have I told the story about the one time I went to a nightclub and I got punched in the head? That's a story for another day. What we're going to do right now is do this. In fact, let's turn up a little DJ Gabri, because we're going to do the Play My Fire beat draw. Let's do it. Good luck, everybody. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Oh, can I get a round of applause for the first and only time ever, the man, the myth, the legend, the hair, Chris Lane Sr. has won Play My Fire beat. No pity songs required, fair and square, 1 in 14 chance, and it has spun. Yeah, the fix is hit. We were lulling you into a false sense of security. Me and Chris got together and we're like, Chris, what if I make you lose 30 times in a row and then finally make you win? Yep, I've got that. I've got that amount of time. Very cool stuff there. Chris Lane Sr. The streak ends. I know it was. It's a little bittersweet. I enjoyed the streak. It was something interesting to talk about. Now we're going to see if you can do 2 in a row. Now, I normally say, yeah, exactly. I normally say, okay, you know the drill here. Chris doesn't. He's never had to do this before. So all Chris needs to do is here in the chat, in plain text, just put his artist name, the platform, and the name of the song. So he'd say, Chris Lane Sr., YouTube, awesome rockin' tune with my hair flowing in the wind. There you go. The suspense is indeed real, isn't it? G'day. I was just talking about and thinking about my mate Mike over there in Perth from Creative Source. Because, Mike, you just sent us the most horrible weather. I know you had this a couple of days ago, but it's 39 degrees today. It was forecast for 40 yesterday. I only got to 38. Only got to 38 Celsius, which is like, what, 105, 110. So, yeah, thanks for the weather, mate. But no, I was talking. Jay did a show today. She was talking about sponsors and things, and yeah, it was interesting. I remember I shared the story. I won't share the punch in the face story just yet, but maybe I'll hold on to that for later. But we were sharing the story about how courteous and kind Mike and Jay were when they first reached out to me. They were very complimentary, and now they're like, "Oi, Baldy." You want to come on a show with me? Not true. Hello, Mike in Perth, hot in Sydney. Yeah, so it's a big heat wave right through the middle of Australia, and unfortunately, this time of year, it's like winds and high heat and high fire danger. So, fingers crossed that we don't have any big bushfires, as we call them here in Australia, wildfires, because yeah, it's the worst possible conditions right about now. So, fingers crossed for that. That's one of the challenges here in Australia. We don't have a lot in the way of sort of typhoons and hurricanes and that sort of bit jazz, but we definitely do have the bushfires. Alrighty, we're going to go. Chris has given us his selection, so I reckon we can find this if we go to the Chris Lane Senior, and he's asked for The Darkness, and he's asked for it 20 seconds in. So he's it's like he's a pro. It's like he has one before, even though he hasn't. So we're going to cue this one up to the 20-second mark, and we're going to jump over and see the amazing awesomeness that is Chris Lane Senior, the winner of our Play My Fire Beat, and The Darkness here on Your Music Live.
Come on in, the darkness, my old friend. It's been a while. I wondered where you'd been. I've been happy, so I knew you'd come around. Just when things go my way, I knew you'd pull me down. I can't get past you, it's like you never leave. Someday I'll beat you, this I must believe, I must believe. I must believe. There's no denying the way you run my life, the way you pierce me like the sharpest knife. I will defeat you. I know someday I'll win. When I climb the mountain, you knock me down again and again and again. I can't get past you, it's like you never leave. Someday I'll beat you, this I do believe, I do believe. I do believe.
I thought I'd take my hat off so that you could see how separated at birth Chris and I are with our hair. See, I might as well just be that way. Do we have a solo? Let's hear a little. Little bit of solo. Yeah, love the rock organ in that track. That's really good. Have I not heard that one before, Chris? Is that new, old, medium? A year ago. Did we play that at the time? I don't recall it. It's very, very cool. I love it. And great video production, as always. Very cool indeed. Yeah, very, very sort of 80s style vocals going on there. Yeah, the actual separated at birth is me and Manny. I'm just like, when I was hanging out with Manny, I'm like, Manny, take a look at me, mate. This is what you'd look like if you didn't go to the gym and play enough tennis. I just put on the COVID-20 and forgot to take it off again. That's all. I don't mean to be self-deprecating. It's all good. I'm happy and comfortable in my own skin and with my own lack of hair. It's actually like really comfortable. Except I've got the little George Costanza knot going in at the front there now. So yeah, I need a beanie, don't I? I better put that back on because the reflection when I'm freshly shorn, the reflection of my melon gets into the camera. It doesn't look very good. Alrighty, let's exactly. It is great for the hot weather. Like seriously, my hair was long. It was like it grew about 2 inches in some parts, and I was like, Georgie, I desperately need my hair shaved because she's much better at it than I am. Anyway, that's enough of behind the scenes of Johns' personal life. I'm going to throw a like on that Chris Lane Senior track. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to slide it on in just after DJ Gabri. And I'm going to put a little fire emoji and type in Chris's name. Yes, you get a description of everything happening here now and paste in that link. So that is there now in the description for you if you'd like to go and check out Chris Lane Senior in the future. As a fellow Costanza, I'm not ready for the full head shave. Yeah, I've got friends who probably if they didn't, it's not the comb over so much, it's the sort of comb across, and I'm like, I reckon if there wasn't any product in your hair, mate, you might be looking a little more like me. But it's weird. It's weird the industry that's cropped up around male baldness. I was talking to my wife yesterday, and I was like, "Isn't it amazing? Like you watch sport, especially, and there's just ad after ad for like Pilot and Ashley and Martin and Hair Are Us and all these other things." And she's like, yeah, you can tell that it's the men that are in charge of that stuff because if it was about women's reproduction, there wouldn't be these many ads. And I'm like, yeah, it's because women are smarter than men. What can you say? All right, let's not get into an FM-style battle of the sexes here on Your Music Live. That's for another time. We're going to play this song here. It's from our friend from Germany. It's a PA, but it's Christmas PA. Yeah, time to get my Christmas EP out the drawer. Happy Christmas, everyone. Did you know that our wonderful friend PA, pronounced it Alternative Baby, has a Christmas EP? Well, if you didn't, you do now. This one's called Honey, It's Christmas 21, featuring the Paneers here on Your Music Live.
Honey, it's Christmas. Put on your shoes.
Very nice use of a little sample there going in. A bit of a funky soul kind of jam with the Paneers and PA getting their Christmas on. And you can check that one out down in the description. Very cool stuff indeed. And if you missed it at the start, do be aware that we're doing a whole Christmas month. Instead of doing a single Christmas show that involves a lot of curation, a lot of effort on John's behalf, I've made the decision to actually just make it a Christmas month. So if you do have a Christmas track that you haven't already shared, feel free to share it. studiolivetoday.com/YML. Chuck it on the form. Not going to be complex this year. We're not doing a separate Christmas form. We're just going to use the standard form and play a few Christmas tunes. All right, let's jump over to the Cloud of Sound. Written during a songwriting camp, we all had things we had defeated that year. This is called Undefeated, and it's our friend Alison Hawkins on this one. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live.
My body to the bone, standing all alone, barely holding on. I feel all my strength is gone. It's gone. Hanging by a thread, tension in my chest, pounding in my head, never time to rest. Somehow all these days got lost. So lost. When no one else believed in, dark clouds came down on me. When I slammed the seven seas, each one came and swallowed me. I came out the other side. I made it out alive to reach my greatest heights. Undefeated, undefeated, undefeated. That's what I am. Undefeated, and now I can't look back on the hurt and pain. Look ahead, smile again. Undefeated, I'm undefeated. Going off the rails, couldn't let it show. Fleeing from my heart, I felt, just wanna let it go. Drowning in each loss, couldn't stop to keep count. Guess I never know when and emotions were broken, but I had to keep going. Sunshine breaks through shadows and bruises. Bright lights heal wounds. Look now, I'm made new. Undefeated. When no one else believed in, dark clouds came down on me. When I slammed the seven seas.
Alison Hawkins, Undefeated. I'm intrigued as to what a songwriting camp is all about. I don't like camping, but if it was a songwriting camp, that sounds cool. Maybe I need to host a songwriting camp. Come to the Pete John Studio Live Today songwriting camp. Yeah, except I want it to be in like a 5-star hotel with decent Wi-Fi. I wouldn't want it to actually be camping. Oh, I'm such a wuss. Nicely done from Alison Hawkins on that one. Next up, we're going to go over to theslaps.com. This is from Middle Suburbia, who says this song is basically about a feeling when I first knew I was in love with my wife, but I also have been working on this song, trying to take it in a different direction from the other songs I've done. I believe taking creative risks is part of being an artist, so here it is. Nice. And it's true. Creative risks, definitely. I'm trying to do a song at the moment that's in a different genre that I've never done before, and it is difficult and it feels uncomfortable. But sometimes if it's feeling too comfortable, it's a sign that you're not pushing far enough outside of your comfort zone. So pushing things a little bit and taking those creative risks, always worthwhile. Let's give it a spin. This is called Undone. Middle Suburbia, Your Music Live.
A curious rumor, the things I knew The truths I thought now seem like I've lost the plot.
How good is that? I reckon that's possibly the best thing that Daniel has ever done. Mate, that was great. If you want to hear the ending, I'm sure it's just as epic. You'll need to jump over to slaps.com and find out for yourself. Just like obviously amazing harmonies. I loved the change ups. I loved the little pauses. See, this is the thing. You know how I was sort of ranting about the genericness of AI before? AI ain't going to put in like that, like weird triplets in the middle there for no reason. A lovely little slow, and then back into it, like not sitting on a freaking click track. Just, yeah. Humans, right? Am I right? Humans. Exactly. The beat. It was like if Queen met the Beach Boys with a little bit more modern production values thrown on top, wasn't it? And I know I was thinking the same thing. I get it. I get the modern production is auto-tuned, but yeah, I reckon it might have sounded even better with a little bit. Yes, the pauses and the slides were cool. All right. Anyway, good stuff. Sometimes a song just impresses you and impresses me. I've been doing a lot of music, and I got to say, when something actually does capture your attention, then you got to call it out. That's what we did. All right. Alienore's up next. Let's go back to the 80s and dance. Or dance. La 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 la. That's what they put in their comment here. That wasn't me, just ad-libbing there. Let's give this one a spin. It's called Electric Night, Alienore Wave out of France here on Your Music Live.
Lights pulse, heartbeats glow in the dark. City chase, find the spark. Ooh, yeah. Neon dreams on the boulevard. Time stands still. Hit restart. Let's go. Dance all night under the electric sky. Feel the beat, don't ask why. No, no, no.
One more time, indeed. Yeah, the snare drum, like the drum kits and the bass line in that one. Super funky. Very cool. In this electric love, we shine. Electric Night there. From our friend Alienor, a wave. Let us grab another artist who we've played many, many times before. This would be Gianpaolo Gallian. Who says, this is the opening song for my first solo album, Easy Tunes for Drum Set. It was played in real time and it was fun to lay out the harmonies first and add the sitar line in the end. Enjoy. So we got Gianpaolo back on the drums. Let's give this one a spin. Yes, John should have set this up at the start of the song. Just absolute precision. It's like, I'd say he's like a machine, but he's not, because it's just the feel that Gianpaolo has when he's playing the drums, and just the concentration, the look on his face that he's like, yes. It's like, that's a face that says every hit is important, every beat means something. And yeah, he's got such great touch and feel on the drums that I could watch it for hours. And sometimes do. Yeah, really lovely stuff. Really well done there. Hello to Lefo. Who have I said g'day to? G'day Moses. Don't think I said g'day to you. Tremor Bear's here. We got some Tremor Bear to play for you a little bit later. And yeah, big thank you to Jade Star. Thomas not with us today. He'll be back and around the place, but the dude works 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, basically. So, yeah, when Thomas is not around, guess what? We've got a wonderful other moderators here. We've got Jade, we've got Leela, we've got folks that will look. Is there a link slinger quite like Thomas Christ? I think Jade will agree with that. That no, but it is good to have. It's good to have the support of other folks around, such as Jade. Telling you to join the Patreon, because we've got Patreon live coming up in 2 days' time here on the channel. So if you are not already a Patreon member, if you join up, you can come and have a chat in our Christmas edition of Patreon Live happening in a couple of days. Yeah, I know. I didn't realize Thomas wasn't there on your show, and I'm like, oh, should I be doing more moderating duties here? I was just having a chat. And then I realized that there was no TC. And it leaves a big gap. He's such an amazing dude that it does leave a gap when he's not around. Let's play our next tune. This is from Cash, and they say, "Come Back to Mine." It's a song capturing the bittersweet intimacy of a fleeting connection set against the backdrop of a quiet, rainy night. Through vivid imagery and heartfelt lyrics, it explores longing, hope, and the anticipation of what might come next. Great description. Side note, Cash, your email bounces back every time I send you an email about the show. So if you're watching this one, you might want to check your Gmail. Make sure you're giving me the right address or your inbox isn't full or something. Because, yeah, if you're wondering why you never get the notification that you're on the show, it's because it bounces back. Every time I send an email with Cash's email address, it's like, bonk, could not be delivered. Just a heads up, mate. This one's called Come Back to Mine here on Your Music Live.
final drinks are cooled, the simmer finds the pause. Underneath the streetlights, we're standing still. In the haziness of the air, you move close to me. Your cab arrives, the kiss goodbye. Then all I wish is that he forgets how to drive, so I can walk you back to mine. I guess maybe next time you might come back to mine. Come back to mine, oh mine, oh mine. Come back to mine.
I love that. The song, but I also love that phrase "come back to mine." It's a very sort of UK thing. We don't say it in Australia, and I don't think in the US and Canada and other places it's very common. But you just say, "Oh yeah, so we went back to mine." It just means to my house, to my place. Yeah, so it's like, "You like to come back to mine for a coffee?" Oh, that's a bad accent. I don't even know what accent that was. But really nice. Yeah, nice airy mix. I love it. Speaking of wonderful moderators and lovely people, it's the rise of Dark Leela. Hello to you. G'day Kid Kane Music too. I hope you are well. Yeah, or was it you that was saying that you're unwell? Yeah, I know. There's lots of bugs going around all around the world at the moment. There's some folks around here that have got COVID, and I'm just like, that's weird. Like, you don't hear much about it anymore, and it's like, remember when it was super serious and now it's like an inconvenience? It's like, oh, God, I couldn't go to a party because, I tested positive and, yeah, that's right, a couple of days, we'll be right. But, yeah, it's they're still out there, folks, still out there. So, yeah, remember, washy, and keep yourself healthy. Don't touch any foreign surfaces and then lick your fingers and go, I don't know why you do that. Let's play this one from Ice Fox. It's Jared Voss. We haven't heard from Jared in the longest time, but great to hear from you. Hi, Pete. I thought I'd drop a short one in here. Me on drums and 2 guitar pals. Have a great show. Cheers from Ice Fox. There's those names that just take me back to when I first started this channel that I'd see in the comments, and Jared Voss, Ice Fox, is one of those. So always great to see. Love all the new people around the channel. Love folks that have been here for 1, 2, 10, 100 shows. But yeah, just you hear those names and it's like nostalgia, isn't it? Even though I've only been doing this for 8 years, still feels a little nostalgic. Let's give this one a spin. It's called Real here on Your Music Live. What a cool little jam. I love it. Very cool stuff there. Sorry, I had a very poorly timed hiccup. Very cool stuff there. Yeah, just some nice laid back guitars. Very nicely done. Yeah, exactly. It's the children. It's the children who are to blame. They do. They bring back a lot of bugs. But I was saying on a recent show, it's not a bad thing. Like if you've got your kids in daycare or they're going to school and they're bringing back all the bugs, it does actually help for later. It's a pain in the ass at the time, but it does help them build up their tolerance and resilience. We've known kids that have like not gone to childcare and been homeschooled and stuff. they become the sickliest like teenagers and adults because they haven't been exposed to all the horrible child germs that we all get. So, yeah. Hello, brothers on guitar. It's BOG. What is up, my friends? I hope you are doing well. Yes, if you'd like to become a channel member, you can indeed do that as well. $2 a month, or you can jump over to Patreon and become a patron of the channel. All right, let us go to the next tune. We've got a couple more tunes here in the first half, and then we will be revealing our featured artist. I got a Pete's pick for you. We got some cover songs, a heap of covers. We're going to spend a fair chunk of time under the covers today, and then we'll have a big second half. We've got a lot to come here. We're going to be running a little bit late. I need to get going because there's cricket and hockey on today. I know the Rangers are playing a game right now, and then it's the third Test match between Australia and India. So I got a busy rest of the day here, folks. Let's play this one from Cyber Keys. They say a synth wave style futuristic song with a sci-fi AI video. The song starts at 15 seconds, which is where I will cue us up to. Let's give this one a spin here on Your Music Live. Cyber Keys here on Your Music Live. Very cool track indeed. I was watching that. As I'm watching that, and I'm like, yeah, AI videos are cool and all. Like, why are there so many boobies in AI videos? Why is it that every time I see an AI generated video, it seems to have boobies? And then before I'd even finish that question in my head, I'm like, because men. I'm like, oh, asked and answered. Fair. Yeah, because men. Little bjerkish, you reckon? Yeah, a little bit. Very cool. Thank you, Leela, for sharing the full panoply of ways to support the channel. Exactly. You have a veritable plethora of ways. A panoply. I like it. Yes, you can indeed support me and the work I do around here in all those ways. And yeah, look, it's a wonderful job to do, but it's like juggling cats sometimes. You got to keep them all in the air, and sometimes they bite you, and occasionally they're stinky. Okay, that analogy fell apart pretty fast, didn't it? All righty. Booby fans, exactly. Speaking of boobs, the final song in the first half of our show. Stupid for Love was one of the first original tunes our band worked out and played live for an audience. It's still one of our favourites. We hope it fills you all with the same joy we have playing it. So yes, speaking of boobies, it's Nippleback here on Your Music Live with Stupid for Love to finish us up here on the first half. Let's play it.
And she went to Ryerson, always took her vitamins and stayed sharp as a tack. Brenda went to Seneca, now she is a senator and drives a Cadillac. Connie went to OCA, where she got a BFA, now she is the president of a giant company making so much money it could never be spent.
So cool. Very nice. Yeah, great vocals, great production, great stuff. All round from Nickelback. That's not the place that they should go, but still, very cool, very catchy stuff there. And yeah, I must admit, I've also explored Nickelback's back catalogue, pun intended, and it is very cool stuff. So I thought it was a cool tune to finish out a big first half here on Your Music Live. Are you ready for another epic second half? I'm ready. I'm ready as I'll ever be. Let's grab. Before we do that, there's a couple of things we've got to do. We're going to reveal our featured artist in a jiffy, but before that, I'm going to bring back a feature that we used to do here quite regularly. I haven't done for a little while because we've had so many other songs to play, but it's Pete's Pick, and I'm picking something from a wonderful person and an amazing songwriter. They're a podcaster, they're an educator, they're just a wonderful dude. His name is John. You may know him if you are part of the Song Spark collaborative group on Facebook, where every month there's a different song spark. Some of my best songs I've ever written are because of the Song Spark. There was a drinking song prompt, and I wrote a little song called Drinking With You. So I owe a lot of the songs on the first album I wrote all the way back in 2018 was because of the Song Spark collective group, and John and Jason and all the crew over there do an amazing job. John reached out to me because they were working on some songs this month, and he said, I've got a song called Death, and I'm like, go on. And there's these sort of catchy bits in the chorus where I want a bunch of people to do some gang vocals and do some death. And I'm like, I'm in. Absolutely. He sent me over the project, and I sent back a few vocal tracks, and he worked them as well as the other artists and creators into the track. And it came out an absolute treat. So I'm going to give this a spin, and you get to listen to this. Some of the first folks outside of that YouTube, that Facebook group to get to listen to this are you, the Your Music Live listeners, which I think is super cool. So thanks to John for putting this one up here, and I hope you enjoy this track. It is called Death from Oodles, which is John's artist name, and we're going to play it for you. My pick here on Your Music Live.
4. Death, it's coming for you. So tell your kids you love them, and call your friends more often. And remember, you are good, even though you did that thing that only your brother knows about. Death, it's coming for you. Death, it's coming for you. It's coming for you. You might be eating breakfast or scrolling on the toilet. He doesn't care about your holdings or who your parents are, baby. It's death. It's coming for you. It's coming for you. Death. Coming for you. Coming for you. Death. It's coming for you. It's coming for you. Death. Coming for you. It's coming for you. It's time to solve some problems. Don't avoid them. Be decisive. I know it won't be easy, but you cannot sate its hunger. And regret is not your friend, my friend, when death. It's
Absolutely. That's probably the best description there, Nippleback. A strange, wonderful musical baby. Yeah, the second, because again, I was a bit hesitant going in there because you know me, I'm a positive kind of guy. But I do love a song that's a little bit sort of tongue in cheek and out there. And yeah, John creates some amazing stuff. And just that break in there with the boom, it's so cool. It reminds me of like the theme music from a video game called Ghosts and Goblins, which is very fitting, isn't it? But yeah, very, very cool. On the to-do list, right? Yeah, but again, someone said it's the most lively and upbeat song titled "Death" that they've ever heard. And yeah, it's really, really well done and well put together. So it was a pleasure to work with John on that one and the crew. And yeah, it's just, you can tell that a lot of us that were worked with him on it had a lot of fun because yeah, just like, I think I did a couple of takes where I was just like doing some whispering, "Death is coming for you." But yeah, good times. And it's one of those great reasons why you should consider collaborating. If you've never collaborated with someone before, do it. It's worthwhile because the sum of the parts and the whole and all that jazz. Alrighty, time to reveal our featured artist this week. And this is an artist that hasn't been around the channel for long, but they certainly have been impressive with what they've shared of their newer stuff, as well as some of the older stuff that we've heard from them in the past. They go by the name of Stone Dog. And when they sent me a track for this week, they sent me a Christmas track for this week's show, I just happened to take a peek and I saw that they'd been doing some live gigs. And I like nothing better than a three-piece rock band playing some live music. So I thought this is the ideal opportunity to make Stone Dog our featured artist this week. So this is a track of theirs that I found a couple of performances of. It's called You Love It When I Disco, I Love It When You Yeah Yeah Yeah. Oh no, I Love It When You Yeah Yeah, just 2 years. And it's a cool concept. It's a cool song. It's a live performance. You're going to love these dudes. This is Stone Dog, our featured artist here on Your Music Live.
All right, now try to have some fun. Let's not start. Let's do it. There we go. I don't wanna be you now. You don't wanna be me. We don't wanna be wondering what we could have been. We don't wanna be locked now. I don't wanna be free. All I know is I want you and you want me.
How cool is it? Yeah, you gotta love a live performance. I think I got a bit of a soft spot for a three-piece band. Like you can almost smell, can't you, the Marshall stack there, and the like just stomping on the pedal to go into the verse and then kicking it back on for the chorus. Yeah, it just makes me happy. A solid live jam for sure from Stone Dog, and yeah, just wait till you hear their latest work, a very cool Christmas tune that they'll be sharing with us at the end of the show. Alrighty, speaking of amazing artists, it's time to dive in to our bucket we've got a buttload, a metric butt ton of very cool tracks in our Under the Covers segment for you here this week. Starting with an artist we haven't heard from a hot minute. It's the Lily Pillies. Merry Christmas. We are fine-tuning some new material for 2025. In the meantime, here's a cover of The Weekend that my son and I smashed out in a couple of hours one afternoon. There you go. The family that jams together stays together. Let's give this one a spin. It is Save Your Tears, a cover of The Weekend by the Lily Pillies.
Saw you dancing in a crowded room. You look so happy when I'm not with you. And then you saw me caught you by surprise. A single teardrop falling from your eye. I don't know why I run away. I make you cry when I run away. You could have asked me when I broke your heart. You could have told me that you fell apart. But you walked past me like I wasn't there, and just pretended like you didn't care. I don't know why I run away. I make you cry when I run away. Take me back, 'cause I wanna stay. Save your tears for another. Save your tears for another day. Save your tears for another day. I made you think that I would always stay. I said some things I shouldn't.
The Lily Pillies, yes. Manny, your voice suits The Weekend so well. Sorry, I can't help but call it The Weekend. It's a bit of a running joke around our house. Like, oh, it's that track by The Weekend. No, that's how he spells. That's how I'm going to say it. Cool stuff there. Yeah, it is so cool. I need to do more. My daughters are both super musical. One of them is very musically talented and loves performing. She's literally out performing Christmas carols as we speak in the middle of the city in 39-degree heat, which is less than ideal. But yeah, she's got about 18 different Christmas carol gigs with her choir over the next like 10 days. It's kind of insane. And my other daughter is equally as musically talented, but doesn't love the performance side of it. So yeah, she got her grades back for school, and it's like, all the other grades are good. They're middling, B's and C's, and their music's like straight A's. And I'm like, yep, Charlotte, you have all the talent. You just need to show it. But I was exactly the same at her age. I hated the idea of people hearing me sing or hearing me play music. And now look at me. Big loud mouth that loves the sound of his own voice and puts my music out there and does a show where I showcase other people's music where I talk for 2.5 hours. So go figure. You just got to stick with it, don't you? Stone Dog, g'day to you. Yeah, thanks for sharing your stuff. And yeah, it was really cool. Again, it took me back watching you guys play it. Like, it whet the appetite. I'm like, oh man, love to be out there. I'd love to plug into a Marshall stack and let it rip. But it was very, very cool to live vicariously through you folks. Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? When you're traveling, keep getting those guitars around. That's why I've decided to go to stay home this Christmas. I'm very happily able to say that I can stay home. So for the first year, we've decided we're not traveling anywhere on Christmas Day. Doesn't mean we're going to be complete hermits or anything. We had a big Christmas event with my side of the family yesterday. We've got a big Christmas Eve with Georgie's side of the family. But then on Christmas Day, we're here. And I've said to everyone we know, look, you come here. Come. The fridge will be stoked with beers. We'll have food flowing. It'll be fine. You're welcome. But I've never had a Christmas Day where I've never left my own house. And I've thought, you know what? At 45, it's time to do it. Time to do it. You're looking forward. Yeah, look, there's something when you get to our age, Matty, there's something just delightful about not having plans, about just kicking back, sitting at home, chuck some sport on the TV, have a quiet beverage. Yeah, delightful. Delightful. All righty, let's continue on with these cover songs, shall we? This is a call, I believe, in Father Christmas. It's a cover. Now, this is Kevin James French, who you'd be aware is a disabled music creator, does amazing stuff. He uses his head pointer to create music. It's just amazing. I've watched a bunch of his stuff, and a Christmas cover from Kevin sounds like a special thing. So let's dive in here and give this one a spin.
They said there'll be snow at Christmas. They said there'll be peace on earth, but instead it just kept on raining, a veil of tears for the Virgin Birth. I remember one Christmas morning, a winter's light in a distant choir, and the peal of a bell and that Christmas tree smell, and their eyes full of tinsel and fire. They sold me a dream of Christmas. They sold me a silent night, and they told me a fairy story, till I believed in the Israelite. And I believed in Father Christmas. I looked to the sky with excited eyes. Then I woke with a yawn in the first light of dawn. And I saw him, and through his disguise, I wish you a hopeful Christmas. I wish you a brave new year. All anguish, pain, and sadness leave your heart, and let your road be clear. They said there'd be snow at Christmas. They said there'll be peace on earth. Hallelujah. No, be it heaven or hell, the Christmas we get, we deserve.
They said there'll be snow at Christmas. They said there'll be peace on earth, but instead it just kept on raining. A veil of tears for the Virgin Birth. I remember one Christmas morning, a winter's light in a distant choir, and the peal of a bell and that Christmas tree smell, and their eyes full of tinsel and fire. They sold me a dream of Christmas. They sold me a silent night.
Just amazing stuff from Kevin. And if you've never dug into the archives and seen the amazing music and artwork that Kevin does, it blows me away. It's like, yeah, we take for granted the fact that you've got full use of your arms and fingers, and you can play things and you can touch things. And yeah, when you see Kevin create, it's just super inspirational. So very cool stuff. Good to see you, Joel Crouch. Hello to 13 Scurry. Yeah, it was cool. A dark Christmas story indeed, wasn't it? Yeah, good stuff there from Kevin. Next on the list of cover songs is our old mate Daddy Ross. Your favourite country boy, hang on, your favourite country boy is here, a Beyonce cover. Tell me if I smashed it with my own twang. Much love from Daddy. Oh, mate, this is the 1.5 hour mark. How are we going to be at the 2.5 hour mark? This is If I Were a Girl, a cover of a Beyonce tune by Daddy Ross.
If I were a girl, even just for a day, I could roll out of bed in the morning, so what I wanted and then go drink beer with the girl and chase after boys. I'll kick it who I wanted, and I'll never get confronted for it. Just a sticker for me. If I were a girl, I think I could understand how it feels to love a boy. I swear I'll be a better girl. I would listen to him, I know how it hurts when you lose taking you for granted, and everything you had got destroyed. If I were a girl, I would turn.
I do love it. If I were a girl, I love the twang. I love Danny Ross and his twang. He does good stuff, Ross. Thank you for sharing that one. I think it works. Exactly. Yeah, just a great, just great quality to the voice. I'm not a country music fan. I know I say this every time I play a country song. Not a big country music fan, but if it's done well, I like it, and I like that. I think when I think country, I think of this like I was driving my truck and my dog fell out and my wife kicked me out and everything's sad. Ew. And yeah, that's not what we're talking about here. Maybe I should make a song called that. My dog kicked me out and my wife bit me. No, something like that. All righty, let's move on. Emilio Gambo Leon has a track. This is an electronic Christmas cover song that I created in GarageBand iOS a few years ago with beats, loops, and virtual instruments. Very cool stuff. Let's give us a spin here. Deck of Halls, Emilio Gambo Leon here on Your Music Live. Very cool stuff there from Emilio. It's here on BandLab. Yeah, on BandLab, you can do cool things where you can fork the track. Yeah, got to be careful saying that. But that'd be cool. Maybe I should fork this off because I feel like some rap vocals over the top of this. Like you could have like a little break. Gotta deck those halls, deck them all the way to hell. You know what I mean? Or something like that. When I wake up on Christmas morning, gotta deck the halls, there ain't no stopping. It really is going a bit weird today. Thank you, Emilio, for sharing that. Emilio out of Canada. We've got so many great, talented Canadians around here, just quietly. We've got folks from all parts of the world, but the Canadians overrepresent, I reckon, when it comes to their coolness. All right, let's move on here and grab our next one. Otherwise, I'm going to offend all of our wonderful US, UK, European, and Australian creators because we're all cool too. Yeah. Speaking of cool and speaking of UK, we've got a cover of one of my favourite UK artists by the name of Radiohead. This comes to us from Marshy, our mate Jerry Marsh, and David Asher. Hey, Pete, this is a track that me and David Asher collaborated on, a cover of Lucky by Radiohead. Be great if you have time to play it. Many thanks from Jerry. Well, if you know anything about me, you know I'm a big Radiohead fan, and Jerry's another artist that's been around this community for a long, long time, so as well as David Asher. So when I heard about this, I said, yes, that's going straight to the pool room. No, that's going straight in the Your Music Live Under the Covers segment. So without further ado, let's give it a spin. Lucky here on Your Music Live.
This time
could listen to that all day. And I have listened to that album. That's one of my top 5 albums of all time, OK Computer by Radiohead. It is just end-to-end, wall-to-wall great songs. And that's probably one of the lesser-known songs from the album. But man, is it a good one. It is just so good. Exit Music for a Film is the other one that I really love. There's so many good songs on that album. You need to go check it out if you haven't already. When it kicks in, it's just fabulous. Really, really good stuff. Great cover there from Jerry and David. To finish up here with our Under the Covers segment, I'm doing something I don't regularly do. I'm doing a double header because this is from our artist Nakurio. They've done 2 covers and they're of the same song. So I thought I'd play them both back to back. Hi, Pete. There are several forms of this song. This version is also known as Lullaby of Eldrist, despite the title. The other is a much more calm version, while this one is far more aggressive, much like the character in the video. We'll post the other one as well. Hope to hear you and your chat's thoughts on the contrast between both. And then they say, this is the calmer version of Lullaby of Navra with alternate instruments and less aggressive movement. Eager to hear what you and chat think of the contrast. All right. So here it is, version 1 of this track, Lullaby of Navra, and then we will play the second version immediately afterwards, so you get to hear a little bit of something different. Let's give it a spin. There you go. There is version 1. That was pretty laid back itself. So I wonder what version 2 is going to do. If that's the upbeat, up vibe version, what about version 2? Well, let's dive in and take a listen, shall we? Yeah, there is just something like it feels held back, doesn't it? Yeah, I mean, I got to admit, I prefer the more upfront one, but I guess if you were in true lullaby form, if it was, if you were using it to like send you off to sleep, that second one kind of just felt a little bit more held back, didn't it? I like it. Man, I'm done. Wow. I'm sorry. Every time I play a video and I see these things over here on the side, and there's like those thumbnails with someone that's like, I'm done, and I quit, and the end, and last video, and it's like, You know it's clickbait. Anyway, yeah, more elevator music style. Hello, Psycho7. Hope you are doing well. I've been seeing Psycho7 doing some live streams, creating music lately, which you're going to love to see. Very cool to see. The more the merrier, basically, doing live shows, I say, because we need more people out there sharing their process. It also shows that you're actually making your own music, which is wonderful to see. Yes, there's some artists that I've seen of late that I'm like, could you show me your process? And they're like, sure. You fire up Suno and you oh, hang on. I mean, you fire up Logic. Look, it's fine. Again, please don't hear what I'm not saying. I don't care about people who use AI tools. I don't care about people who use AI vocals when they actually disclose it. There's got to be some artistic integrity, doesn't there? So, yeah, if you're just punching in words, it's a different type of art. You can still call it art, but you're not creating music. You are prompting an algorithm, just a little bit different. That's all. Speaking of different, you know what? If you create your own music, you want to get it out there to the world, don't you? Yeah, and I've got one big tip for you, and that's to use these folks, DistroKid. Yeah, for more than a decade now, DistroKid have been helping artists just like you get their music out there to the world. And you can sign up to DistroKid and save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan. Let's have a look at how many songs I've released over that time. Songs, EPs, remixes, albums, and yes, even cover songs. That's right. DistroKid also allow you to release a cover song. Now, it's a little bit different because you have to actually get the license. So to do that, it does cost a little money, but guess what? It's not going to break the bank. It's $1 a month per song. So $12 a year. And I've released this one in 2017, this version of Addicted to Bass featuring my wife, Georgie, and it's been available on all the different streaming platforms, fully licensed. Here's the thing. People are like, but Johns, can't I just, roll the dice, not say it's a cover and hope for the best? Yeah. Do you think you're smarter than the detection algorithms? Then go ahead. But I got a tip for you. No, it's not going to work. So you do need to obtain a license. Thankfully, DistroKid got you covered. And you can see here that with this one, I've got my cover song license right there. They use an agency that reaches out to the artist, that gets their approval, and that allows you to release a legitimate cover song. So not only can you release an unlimited number of your own songs, EPs, and albums, but if you've got a burning desire to get that cover of Billy Ray Cyrus's Achy Breaky Heart out there to the world, guess what? You don't have to go out and talk to Miley and say, hey, can I cover your dad's song? No. You can just put it here in DistroKid and they do all the work. So yes, if you'd like to sign up to DistroKid, you can do so right now. Save 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan, as many of you have already done, and I hope many of you do in the future because, again, I don't work with a lot of partners. And DistroKid are just so wonderful to work with. They are such a wonderful group of people. And you can tell that there's some people power behind all of this because they're always trying new things. They're experimenting with things. Some of them are great and some of them work. Some of them not so much, but they're always out there trying. And they've got a whole bunch of cool features that you can check out if you head on over to my link down in the description. All right, we've got our second half of independent music to play for you here now. Let's grab this first one from Mundo, who says the following. This is just a fun song, upbeat and catchy. Sometimes the simple explanations are the best. It's called 721, which is intriguing. Let's give it a spin. very cool and nice, laid back, chill track there from Mundo here on Your Music Live-O. I'm going to give them a follow. Psycho 7 says, I just started my distro adventure. Very cool service indeed. It is. And look, yes, are they a sponsor of this channel? Yes. Have I been saying good things about them since well before they were a sponsor of the channel? Also, yes. Because they really do. They just give you all the tools you need and make it as easy as possible, and I guess constantly evolving and changing and making things even better. So I think I need to stand up and get a bit of a stretch going, so I might do that during this next track. We have our second Play My Fire beat coming up after this song, so don't nobody go nowhere. But before that, here is Gussie Wells. Speaking of names that are a blast from the past whenever I see them, Gussie Wells has been around the community a long time too. A short 80s sounding instrumental, no vocals, composition recorded using Logic Pro. Let's give it a spin, shall we? This is a track called Somniferium Euphoria on Your Music Live. Gussie Wells here for a good time, not a long time, but that is a cool little ditty there. Sometimes you just need an instrumental, nice guitar tone, really nicely recorded, and yeah, some summer vibes. Appreciate this on a cold night, says SM Borthwick. Yeah, really nice guitar tone there, wasn't it? Really, really cool stuff. Thank you for sharing. Speaking of sharing, we mentioned, for those of us living here in Australia, I mentioned the weather. If you want to feel a little warmer on those cold nights, here in Australia, in Adelaide, it's 10:30 in the morning. It's 11 o'clock over on the east coast. And take a quick look at our weather forecast today. These are in Celsius, so it's nice and cool in Brisbane and Sydney, just 28 and 29. In Perth, they're having a very mild day of 25 degrees. In Hobart, it's only 33 degrees, which Hobart's way down south, like on the way to Antarctica, so that's pretty hot for them. You then jump up to Darwin, where it's 35 degrees. Nothing strange about that. Canberra, one of the coldest cities in Australia, is 37 and sunny. Adelaide, where I am, we have 38 degrees with thankfully a late cool change, and Melbourne are getting pummeled. Melbourne, where we've got Costa and Jade, they got 41 degrees over there. So stay safe, everyone. Stay safe and stay cool for my Australian friends, because yeah, that's some intensity in the weather. So yeah, and if you're feeling a little bit chilly tonight, just come visit us here in Australia. Come over, Hugh. Come over and visit us here in Australia. The melting point of a Scotsman is 30. Yeah. But you also don't have air conditioning, Scott. That's the other thing. When I talk to folks in the UK and in Scotland, and I talk about weather, you're like, yeah, well, it rarely gets over 30, but when it does, everyone freaks out because no one can cool anything down. G'day, Gussie. Coming here teaches me some great ways to improve. Always enjoy visiting. Yeah, always good to have you here, mate. Always my pleasure. Should we do the Play My Fire beat thing? Now, I want you, Chris Lane Sr., I want you to join in again. I want to see if you can go back to back here. You feel free to give away if you win, but it's your lucky day, mate. So I reckon you're probably going to go back to back. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make it the code word lane. I'm going to make it easy. You don't have to learn how to spell anything this time. It's just going to be hashtag lane. You can stay in your lane and put hashtag lane. If you do that right now in the chat, you'll have a chance to win a free play here on the show coming up after this next song, which comes to us from DJ CCS. And they say this song was written just after the Aftermath, which you saw a few days ago on another Your Music Live. Oh, nice. I was aiming for an EDM style song. So a little bit of electronic dance music here from DJ CCS. Let's give it a spin. It is called Astronomical here on Your Music Live. Part of me wanted to just turn the volume down really quickly before that drop so that you just didn't get the satisfaction. Diddle, 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 diddle. That just sits there and does nothing. Yes, some nice dub there going on. Very cool stuff. Last full moon tonight for 2024. Yeah, I was out walking last night looking at the moon going, Jeebus, that thing's big and bright. I think I told you recently about my realization about the moon recently. It took me a while. I couldn't believe it. You know, you have those moments where you were today years old when you worked something out. I always just thought moon equaled night, sun equaled day. And look, the second part of that's correct, sun equaled day, but moon equaled night is irrelevant. Moon just is always there. You can only see it when the sun's shining on it. So it's all just depending on where it is, the angle of it, and where the sun is. So, because I was blown away, I was like, why is it that sometimes I can't see the moon at night and sometimes I can see it in the middle of the day? And then I watched a video about it and I'm like, oh my God, I'm dumb. I'm just so dumb. Made me feel so stupid because I don't know, there's just something about the moon comes out at night. It's like, no, it doesn't. The moon is just constantly there. It just depends where the sun's shining. Anyway, Brad's having a bit of a struggle here. Brad went hashtag lame to start with. And now he's gone at symbol lane. So you'll get there eventually, Brad. You're not stupid, mate. You're getting there. Look, just do exactly what Russ did. Copy and paste Russ. There you go. There you go. You got it. You are adding comic relief and value, Brad. You can add value in many different ways. It doesn't always have to be with your skills and abilities. Sometimes it can be playing the clown. Don't worry, mate. I play the clown on the regular. We'll give you one more song's worth of time to get your hashtag Lane or Lames or whatever you choose to put in the chat while we play this one from his name is Roy Perez. This song was just recently been getting airplay on streaming and satellite radio. Good job. It's also being considered for a new horror film coming out next year. Join the channel and subscribe for more music. This one is called Fight. His name is Roy Perez. Love the change up, love the tone. Definitely a head-banging one. Going to get dizzy if I bang too hard to that one. Very cool stuff there from his name is Roy Perez, which is the artist name. So do you say their name is his name is Roy Perez? It's like there's an artist here in Australia called The Kid Leroy. And when I first heard about them, because McDonald's were doing a The Kid Leroy special meal, which is apparently a meal that he always bought at McDonald's. And I'm like, what the hell is a The Kid Leroy? And it's just funny when something's called the. It's like, what is a The Kid Leroy? Who is, his name is Roy Perez? Who? All right, super crunchy. Could be a breakfast cereal, yeah, with that amount of crunch. Bit of snap, crackle, and pop. Yeah, cool stuff. Let's spin the wheel, shall we? We'll keep Perez going in the background. Oh, we've got even more. It's rare that we get more entries for the second Play My Fire beat than the first, but that's where we're at. Let's turn it up. Good luck, everybody. Oh, snap. Who's gonna be? Hey, Jeremy Deshore. Congratulations, Jeremy. Are you a newer viewer and member and community member? Your name does not instantly become familiar to me, which is a good thing because you get to share some of your music, my friend. If you don't know how things work from here, all you need to do is right here in the chat, put your artist name, the platform name, and the name of the song. So because we can't put links in here, because it's just, it's the YouTube thing. If we allowed links, imagine how many people would be spamming their links in here right now. So you just need to put your artist name, your platform name, and the song. So you would go Jeremy Deshore, YouTube, awesome song of mine. So yeah, go ahead and let us know what you would like us to play of yours, and we will give it a spin right here, right now on the show. While we wait on Jeremy to decide what to play, let's play this one from Seamus O. He says, Plastic Smile is about the fake people in the world with their fake smiles and their golden thrones. A longer song for me and different again. Yeah, it is a longer one for you, Seamus. I'll have to listen to the whole thing later today. We're going to give you a little bit of a preview of this one right now. Oh, we've got to sign back in. Slaps.com. I'd closed out my browser window that had Slaps open, so we'll sign back in so I can throw some fire on here. Come on, sign in. Come on, browser. I use Firefox for this, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it takes a little moment. There we go. So we'll jump back in here and give this one a spin. Seamus O here on Your Music Live.
Broken hearts lay around,
Does have a nice dreamy quality to it, doesn't it? Yeah, very nicely done there from Seamus O. And because it's here over on slaps.com, we can throw fire on it like that. We can save it. Sharing's a breeze. And we could even come down here and say, just spun this on YML. Very nice. Very nice. Very cool stuff. Yeah, like nice production and really sort of sweet kind of track there. Jeremy said, oh boy, wasn't prepared to win. Yeah, isn't that the way? Like a lot of folks are just like, I'll throw my hat in the ring. And then it's like, what? I've won. Now I need to have a song to play. So yeah, if you do have a song that you'd like us to play, feel free to go ahead and let us know here in the chat. Otherwise, yeah, I'm happy to respin or happy for you to pay it forward to another creator if you would like to. Whatever you like. You are the winner. You are in control. You're the DJ. All right, let's give this one a spin. This is Emanuele Ferro. Yes, he's back. A guitarist from Italy who loves music. It's entirely from classic, in its entirety, from classical to the most extreme metal. I wrote this song 10 years ago, messing around with the loop station, but I released officially on February 4th of this year, my 32nd birthday. I still have the original tape and some variations that I'd like to share in the future to show how simple riff can be transformed into a song and rearranged in a million ways. Hope you enjoy. Yes, Emanuele Ferro is a very, very good guitarist and a very cool dude, and I always enjoy playing his music. Let's give it a spin right here, right now on Your Music Live. I know I say it every time. I really love Emanuel's guitar work, and I'm very jealous of his epic beard also. Yeah, I know. Apologies if it comes across a bit creepy, but yeah, as a follically challenged individual, I just love someone like Gary Hubb's beard. I love Emanuel's beard. I've never been able to grow that like long beard. It always looks kind of weird. I end up looking like Father Christmas if I do it. Jeremy, no problems, my friend. We would love to hear what you're producing. So if you're not quite ready for it yet, that is absolutely fine. We'll have you again. You can submit a song, have a think, and put one on the form. I like this. Let's respin, and I'll be prepared for the next time I win. I rhymed that on purpose, so I'm a poet that knows it. I'm a dork. No, you're not, mate. It's good to have you on board. But it does mean that we're going to spin the wheel again. We're going to redraw the Play My Fire beat. Yeah, we'll hear from Jeremy in the future, I am sure. So let's do this draw again. We'll get some calming Emanuele Ferro music in the background. Good luck for a second time around, everybody. Who's going to win? Hey, it's our mate Joel Crouch. Congratulations to Joel Crouch. You are our winner. You're our runner-up on our second draw. It's like those things where, have you ever been to the raffle? Like if you're at a pub and they're doing like the meat raffle. Wait, no, that's an Australian thing. In Australia, in pubs, they do a meat raffle where while you're sitting there drinking your beer on a Friday afternoon, they'll come around with raffle tickets and they'll draw a raffle for a tray of meat. Yes, it's very weird. It's very Australian. I don't do them anymore because I'm vegetarian. But they do this thing where if the first person drawn isn't there, because you got to be there to win. You can't buy a ticket and then bugger off because otherwise you can't come back and collect your meat later. So yeah, there's a thing where if it's drawn and then they count it down, it's like 10, 9, 8, and if the person's not there, everyone's like, yay! And the amount of schadenfreude of the person not winning and everyone else is like, no, we can win. No, not a meat waffle, a meat raffle. There's Seamus. Oh, yeah, Seamus you would have bought some tickets in a meat raffle at a pub, wouldn't you, mate? Yeah, it's good fun. All right, so the winner there that time around is Joel Crouch. So congratulations, Joel, and we'll wait to hear what Joel would like us to play in just a jiffy. We do them in Canada too, a meat draw. There you go. So it's not just an Australian thing. Is yours like moose and reindeer though? Is that very stereotypical and borderline offensive? They're like, no, there's nothing borderline offensive about it, Johns. It's just straight up offensive, man. Let's play this next song while we wait on Joel to decide what he would like us to play. Les Enfants de la Tombe, which, if my French is correct, is the children of the tomb. Yeah. Salut. We are Les Enfants de la Tombe from Saint-Étienne, France, and we play doom metal. Yeah. We call our songs funeral sessions because we have our rehearsal room nearby the city cemetery. Our passion for metal and funerary art inspires us in our compositions. Black Sabbath rules. I love everything about that explanation. I really, really do. And as we know, the French certainly know how to rock. Let's give this one a spin. Funeral Session 1, Les Enfants de la Tombe, Your Music Live. Very cool stuff. Yes, definitely the Sabbath influences going on there with that group. Love it. Love the name, love the backstory, love everything about it. Les Enfants de la Tombe. Let's hope that we hear from them again soon. And yes, I do like saying Les Enfants de la Tombe. So I'm going to say it one more time. Les Enfants de la Tombe. I'm a giant dork. What can I say? We've got our selection from Joel Crouch. Let's see if I can find it live. I gotta do some spelling here. Galilée Chateau. Chateau. There we go. And it's Freddie Stigler. Let's see if we can find this one. Oh, there we go. We have found it. We have success. Now, we've got, so there's a video there as well as, well, that's the topic channel. We'll play it here on the topic channel to make sure that it is correct. So you know that you've got a quality artist here because you scroll down and you see provided to YouTube by DistroKid. And this is a cool thing. DistroKid release your stuff and they put it right here on YouTube so that everyone can view it on its own topic channel, which acts kind of just like your channel. What you can then do with DistroKid is turn your channel into an artist channel, which combines your topic channel and your own channel. And if you want to learn how to do that, you can go over to DistroKid and go down to the YouTube artist channel, which is under your special features. And if you want to, word of warning though, it will combine everything. So the reason that this channel isn't my artist channel is that it's very much focused on releasing music. So if, like me, you do live shows and tutorials and other things, it's not a good idea to actually combine them. But if your channel is all about your music, it's a great way that you can use DistroKid to share your stuff around. All right, the winner of our Play My Fire Beat Part 2 second take was Joel Crouch, and this is his track under the artist name Galileo Chateau, Freddie Stigler here on Your Music Live.
That which is unseen.
We'll go back to the start. It was playing in the background. Let's give it a spin.
You go, I stay. Oh, I see no other way. For the mighty is the mighty, the just is the just. Compounded I must. Just give it another day. Another time. I might see to the minds of the unknown. In the Captain. Kunde, Tumeya, far be it from me, you know I can't unsee, which has already been seen, if you know what I mean. I know who I am. And I know who I'm not. And who I am is what I choose not to see. My plan is to uncover that which is unseen. My plan is to make this decree. I make this declaration that the same eyes that see me are the ones that see you, man. My awesome day. I know that one day when we see each other for who we are, and the reality for me is not the same as the reality for you. We see together the whole.
That is really, really cool. That is so creative and just awesome. I love it. I love the fact that we do this Play by Fire beat thing, and then you just get introduced to stuff that we wouldn't have played otherwise. Like, it's the best. And that was super, super cool. Freddie Stigler is a track, Galileo Chateau. And what I'm going to do right now so that you can go and follow Joel's artist here is I'm going to throw this right here into the description. So there it is, Fire Beach, and the link is there for you now. I'll copy the artist name so I don't have to type it out again. And we're good to go. Thank you. Yeah, really interesting. Like with the poetry, love the effects there, the pops and the crackles, and kind of the little bits of artifacts in there kind of made it stand out, and it was very cool. Very cool stuff indeed. Thank you for sharing that one. Remember, Sharon is Karen and Karen is Sharon. I just gave myself an electric shock. Have you ever done that? I've got bare feet on and I'm rubbing them on the carpet as I'm talking here. And then I like lifted them and then I touched and it was like, zoop. I got static sent all up through my body, which is fun. You needed to know that for reasons, okay? All the important reasons of the world. All right, we're on the homeward stretch here, folks. We're into overtime. We're past the 2-hour mark, which is where John starts kind of talking gibberish. But you can often get those little nuggets of gold that we get here on this show. So I know many people watch for the music, but some people watch just to see what stupid thing I say after the 2-hour mark. Dell is up next. Hi, Pete. This is a song about how hard it is sometimes for everyone. We all have to travel the same long road, but we all end up in the same place. Thanks, Pete. And that's from Dell, who has become, again, another wonderful supporter of this channel and a great community member. I see them on other shows and I see them around the place, and it's wonderful when you have someone that comes in here and joins in and is a good person as well as a good creator. Always important. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live. Yeah, what a beautiful stereoscape. That one was surrounding me with sound. Very well produced there from Dell, making some amazing soundscapes, and that one is no exception. Yeah, I can imagine it would sound great on the headphones too. With my nice IK Multimedia iLoud speakers here, it was like whoosh right around. Beautiful stuff. Well done there from Dell. Yeah, I know, we turned it down, but hey, we'd be here for a long time. If I played all of every song, I play usually about a third of each song, so we'd be here 3 times longer, which would make this 2.5-hour show 7.5 hours. And there are folks that do that. You can go listen to Metalhead Hippie or listen to Thomas Christ and their shows if you want a longer show, but for us around here, I like the Whitman sampler way of doing things where we give you a little taste, but then you get to go down to the description and follow all the amazing artists that you like. Speaking of artists, someone who's an amazing artist in many respects is Scribbles. 13 Scribbles for all your scribble needs. Learning percussion, playing a hi-hat off the snare to create some groove. And of course, let some dirty synthesizer and basses tear up everything else. Created in Logic, sound engineered in Serum. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? From 13 Scribbles, it's Artificial Evolution on Your Music Live. it's just the last couple of tracks here have just taken me off on a journey. That's awesome. Very cool stuff there from Scribbles, an amazing artist, and great to have you sharing your music. And yeah, look at that artwork. That's just awesome. And yeah, like I can't look at I can't look at those words too much because it's like it's got that really cool out of focus effect, and I'm looking at it going, oh, I can't really see that. Cool stuff indeed. We are on the homeward stretch. We've got 6 tracks to go, folks. Thanks for hanging out with me. I know we're running a little late today. I've kind of just been going with the flow and having some fun. That's what the show's all about, isn't it? Sorry, I tried to show you my foot before, my bare feet. I don't know what. Things happen. Sal Caruso, Jaded Soul, Unshackled Demons, 1763. I don't know, I'm just making up stuff now. They've got a track, a thinly veiled metaphor about freedom-fighting youth. Logic 10, MacBook Pro. Thanks for playing my stuff, Pete. Well, thanks for being here, Sal. We appreciate you, mate. Let's give this one a spin, shall we? The game ain't over. Jaded Soul on Your Music Live.
Like a weed, yeah, 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 yeah. Wild and free, yeah, yeah, yeah. Those are kids living in the USA. Did they disappear? I don't think so. It's a state of mind if you just let go. Like a raging sea, yeah, 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 yeah. This rebel breed, yeah, yeah, yeah. They're full of firepower and a million strong. They're coming for the system and it won't be long. It's just a matter of time before the reckoning hold the line. The game ain't over. So let it ride. Come and see, yeah, 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 yeah. What will be, yeah, yeah, yeah. The smile on my face is what I'm showing. The final destination is where I'm going. I'm feeling mighty fine. I won't be left.
Absolutely. Ufsi Baba's got it here. Yeah. What I love about Sal's music is exactly this as well, is that he's not punching you in the face with the message of the track, but if you listen to it, you're getting it, aren't you? And that's what I like. Like people say, oh, songs shouldn't have political messages. Songs shouldn't have religious messages. Songs shouldn't have social messages. Yeah, of course they should, because that's what music's all about. It's about sharing things. But there's a difference between saying, oh, this politician bad, this politician good, the God good, God bad, versus just injecting that into some intricate and just meaningful songwriting. And that's what Sal does. So kudos to you. See you, Joe and Barry. I hope you have a good evening, folks. Yeah, I know we're going into overtime here, so we'll put the accelerator down. Johns will stop his ranting. He won't get off his soapbox. We're going to play this one from Roque Avellaneda, though. Hey, Pete, hope you're well. This is my latest orchestral piece. Hope you all enjoy your day / evening / night. Yes, it's different for all of us, isn't it? Because morning time here, sort of afternoon for our friends in the US and Canada, and late night for the UK and European folks. Let's give this one a spin. Unfortunately, look, you're going to have to go. Roque makes amazing music. You're going to have to go and listen to all 12 minutes 40 of this. We're going to give you a little sampling, though, a little taster of this one called One More Spring. Beautiful stuff there. Yes, Moses is saying turn this up a little to hear all the subtleties of the piece. That's the thing. There's so many. You got to listen to this yourself. Put your headphones on, get your speakers, and have your volume set, because it's hard on a stream like this where I'm trying to balance level and trying to let you hear all those intricacies without the amazing hits distorting. So yeah, that's the problem of YouTube streaming. But man, go and listen to that whole piece. I will be doing that straight after this one. I need some. I got some admin to do. That one's going straight to my my admin playlist. And if you know me, that's the highest compliment, because I love listening to instrumental music while I'm paying my bills and doing my taxes and all that sort of stuff. So excellent stuff. Yeah, dynamics out the wazoo there. An amazing depth indeed. Cool stuff. Let's just grab this next track here. This is from Liavac, or is it Liavac? Just wrote this song 2 years ago, but I don't remember the meaning of the song. Well, there you go. We'll all find out together. We can find out together. I thought I had an extra 10 seconds to finish and get this song before I had to cough. Taxes? Taxes? We don't need no stinking tax. Yeah, I have to pay taxes. It's my job. It's sad, isn't it? It's like, oh, people are like, okay, yeah, it must be really nice to be a YouTuber. Look at, I know how much money you make. And I'm like, yeah, you're going to take 40% off that because the government wants their cut. All right, let's give this one a spin. It's called Shooting Star here on Your Music Live.
Don't know who you are, but I know she's hot like shooting star. And she feels her burn. Who you are, I know she's hot like shooting star. And she feels her burn. I feel the same as you. I feel the same as you today. My love noticed you. My love noticed you like pain. Tell me for each other. Please sounds keep louder. Now I feel better. I wanna be better. Sometimes from a no to the no. Together stronger fire. Your voice is my favorite song. My face is getting tired. Every word you say, it comes to kill away.
Joel, yes, does sound like The Weeknd. And thank you for saying it like I do. Or spelling it like I do. The Weeknd. Very cool stuff there, though. Yeah, like Spotlight. Shooting Star from Liavac to help us head towards the end of the show, because we are rapidly approaching the end of the show here on Your Music Live for yet another week. Now, Jeremy says to us that my lovely significant other is roasting me for not sharing or being ready with something. Next time indeed. Here's what you do, Jeremy. This is your job. This is your goal. Between now and next week, we've got another show in 7 days' time. You've got 7 days. I'm sure you've either got something already ready to share, that you've got like a WAV file that you just can put, or you're going to create something for us. And I don't care. It could be a 30-second jingle. Just, we want to hear something that you've created. So what you do see is you go over here to slaps.com. You sign up. If you're a DistroKid user, you've already got an account, but you can sign up 100% for free. And then you hit this post button. You grab your WAV file. You upload it here. You make a quick image. Doesn't have to be fancy or schmancy. Use an AI-generated image or use canva.com. And then slap it up there on slaps.com. And then all you do is, once your song's up there on slaps.com, is you come in here to your song and you hit this share button. You copy that one And then you come over here to your browser, you go studiolivetoday.com/YML. It'll take you straight into this form, just like this. Making a fool of me. There you go, into the Google form. You put your details in here and you hit submit. And then on next week's show, we get to hear your music. See? Simple. Seriously though, no pressure, but it is really easy. If you've never done this stuff before though, you might not really, like, what's the SoundCloud? How do I get it on YouTube? What do I? Slaps.com. I'm telling you, it's the easiest and simplest way. It's from DistroKid, so you know it's quality. Get your music up there, and then folks can listen to it, and we can spin it here on the show. And that goes for anyone else. Easy peasy, exactly. Anyone else listening here that is hesitant, I get it, but this is the place to share your music first. You're going to get a very supportive community around here. So I promise you that it is good to go. There you go. That's how you do it. studiolivetoday.com/YML. And the good news is we're almost up to date. In fact, we are. The reason there's a longer show here today is with all the additional Christmas songs and whatnot. It's, we're playing more, and we're actually entirely up to date with all of the music, which is kind of cool. All right. It's the final countdown, which means it's time for our anti-penultimate tune. And someone who I know loves the Auntie Penny, the anti-penultimate slot, is our mate Tremor Bear. So I thought, what better place to put this song than in the anti-penultimate slot? So this is an interesting one. This has a bit of a backstory. So Tremor Bear says, Pete was gracious and so supportive of the old bear that in 2022, Pete agreed to collaborate with TB, and this was created as a result. An illusion. Thank you, Pete, for all your support. So yeah, this had a story that I heard an instrumental track by Tremor Bear, and I said, I want to sing on that. And Tremor Bear sent me an email. He's like, okay, here's the track. It was called An Illusion. And I didn't really, you can see what you could do with it. And I'm like, I think this song should be about the fact that we all have different thoughts and ideas and values and stuff, right? But we should just be like, we spend a lot of time and energy and effort focusing on that instead of focusing in on who we can help and how we can help each other and how we can help people less fortunate than us. So, I mean, we're talking taxes before, and Moses said, like, oh, taxes are lame. And I'm like, yeah, I don't love paying taxes, but I'm happy paying taxes. It just pisses me off that big, greedy corporate people and billionaires don't pay their taxes when they could be helping out so many people. You could have good roads and good schools and good hospitals if everyone just gave a little bit to help everyone else. So in the spirit of helping others and supporting others in music and in life, let's give this one a spin. He's done some changes to it. He's made it sound even better. And I must admit, I listened to this and I'm like, oh man, now I want to go back and re-record my vocals because Tremor Bear's done such a great job with the mix and the master on this one. So let's give it a spin. It's called An Illusion. Tremor Bear with me here on Your Music Live.
Let's take a toast to all the confusion. Make sense of it all and quickly forget. It's time to think of all the people who need help. You call it truth, I call it opinion. So worries are wrong, forget about right. And all this time there's people who just need our hand. Don't worry at all, just an illusion. Don't trouble yourself, just an illusion. Stay close to home, and board up the windows and your doors. Just steady yourself, just an illusion. It's easy to look without really seeing. And all the things you don't want to see. Open up your mind and then your heart will follow through. You call it hate, I call it addiction. You bury the truth while I shine the light. And all this time we could be doing better things. But don't worry at all, it's just an illusion. Don't trouble yourself, it's just an illusion. Stay close to home.
Tremor Bear, the amazing guitar work of Tremor Bear on that one. Love it. It was super fun to do, and I've committed to returning and collaborating again in 2025. I know that Trevor Bear's very busy. He does start his work with Ian and the Skeptics as well. But yeah, I think with both of us with an extra 2 years of experience under our belt, we can probably hit it out of the park next time as well. So, hello, Dynamite Throw. Hope you are doing well, my friend. Let's continue on here, shall we, and grab our penultimate tune. It's our old friend Joey, Doorways into Music. And thank you, Joey, for your donation recently. And thank you for being a wonderful member of this community. Hi, Pete. This is a song that was originally a piano instrumental, but that I added vocals to it. The best thing is that Patrick Clements added the guitar and other touches to the track. Thanks for playing it on a future show. All the best, Joey. How amazing is... I had no idea that you'd reached out to Patrick and that you folks had worked on a track. That is awesome. If you don't know Patrick Clements, amazing guitarist, guitar composer, makes awesome tracks. See, I trust Joey so much, I haven't even listened to this. So this is my first listen to this track as well. But yeah, Doorways into Music with Patrick Clements, forget about it. That's just next level cool. It's called Reflections. Let's give it a spin here on Your Music Live.
Still water captures the beauty I see, reflecting it back to me. Oh, how I wish I could see even more under that watery floor. Reflections underneath the water, deep inside the water, ever-changing shapes that mirror what I can see. I stand here staring, but never can see the picture I saw before. Here for a moment and then it is gone, till something new takes its place. And while I stand watching here, the light fades to night, then disappears. Reflections underneath the water, deep inside the water, ever-changing shapes that mirror what I can see.
That works so well, and I love the timing of that, like the do-do-do-do-do-do. It's such a simple melody idea that works so well. And then it coming back in that half a bar earlier than you're expecting. These are those human touches that I love in songs that you don't get. I know I keep harping on about this sort of stuff, but as you're probably aware, I do a lot of preparation for these shows, and you get to see the amazing songs that make the cut. Let me just tell you that there's plenty that come through nowadays that are, yeah, very obviously not artistically created, shall we say. So when you get something like that that's just got all the dynamics and, yeah, the bring, like Patrick's guitar, that shimmering guitar underneath the piano and the vocals, it works perfectly. So hopefully, Patrick and Joey, you work together on more music in the future, because that was awesome. Yeah, it was very goosebumpy. I wasn't sure if the goosebumps were the fact that I keep having to turn the air conditioner on and off because it's so hot here, or whether it was Joey singing, or both. Probably both. All right, we are, sadly but happily, at the end of the show. It's been a fabulous one. Like, I know I say it every week. I get it. You're probably sick of hearing it. But every week, there's just so much talent and so much diversity and so much range and just so many people sharing their music. And it's great. Like, this becomes my playlist. So this is the music that I listen to now. I rarely go out and listen to professional music because there are so many cool, and there's something about knowing the person and knowing their story and listening to the music and going, oh, wow. Yeah, I really like Patrick's guitar compositions. I really like Joey's vocals and her piano work. They come together and that's just amazing. Anyway. Huge thank you to all the artists who chose to share their music here today, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are. It really is good. I know it does take some guts. For those that have done it a bunch, you forget. You forget that first time and how nerve-wracking it can be. I get it. I understand it. I try desperately hard not to forget how just outright scary it can be to put yourself out there, because there's some trolls out there, there's some dickheads on the internet. We don't allow them around here. It's all about supporting me. It's not that we don't give feedback. You would have seen I gave some feedback on some songs. Other people in the chat gave feedback. That's to help. But feedback is to build people up, not to knock people down. So thank you to all the artists. Thank you to all of you for being here. If you're here live, thank you. If you've been here for the whole nearly 3 hours of the show, you're awesome. You're amazing. Thank you to moderators, Jade and Leela. Thank you to Scott Borthwick, who stays up late for these shows now that it's a little bit more reasonable to do so. Thank you to everyone else who has tuned in for all or part of the show. And replay viewers, we love you. I get it. Some people can't, especially our viewers in Asia, really hard to get here. In Europe, really hard to get here live. So if you're on a replay and you're catching up, g'day. Hope you're well. And thank you, of course, to our wonderful sponsors, DistroKid. If you're releasing music, you need to get DistroKid. Look, I did a video this week about Spotify, and some people were saying, so does that mean we shouldn't release our music? No, it means you should release your music, definitely. Because just because Spotify have changed a few of the ways that they pay you, double down on that. Either just work really hard to get lots of Spotify streams, or get streams on other platforms, or use your music sharing as like a gateway into other things like your live shows or your gigs or your merchandise. There's 101 reasons to get your music out there on all the platforms, and DistroKid get you there with a very, very easy way to go. Save yourself 7% off your first year on any DistroKid plan using the link above and down below. Alrighty, it is time for our ultimate tune. This one comes to us from our featured artist, Stone Dog, who says, I've always wanted to do a Christmas song and become part of everyone's December soundtrack. This year, I finally managed it. Very cool. Stick this in your Spotify playlist between The Darkness and the Ramones, a rocking, fun Christmas tune that will get stuck in your head. Move over, Mariah. Yeah, beat it, Wham. Stuff this in your socks, Paul McCartney, and you simply happy. Anyway, let's play this one. I wanted to say thank you all for being here. As we say at the end of each and every show, be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, keep creating. I'll see you next time right here on Your Music Live. Take us home, Stone Dog.
When the year is winding down, all the lights are glowing and the wine is flowing, family and friends around, playing games, having fun. There's enough for everyone to have another play. All the children stay up late, Grandma fell asleep again. I don't want this day to end. I like Christmas, lots of gifts underneath the tree. I like Christmas, see the King on the BBC. I like Christmas, food and drink and family. Would you like to spend Christmas with me? Playing all the Christmas songs, feed the world, they're screaming, while Bing Crosby's dreaming. Merry Christmas, everyone.
knotted holders singing. Christmas bells are ringing out for everyone to hear. Sinatra spreading Christmas cheer. Let's sing Deck the Halls again. I don't want this day to end. I like Christmas, lots of gifts underneath the tree. I like Christmas, see the King on the BBC. I like Christmas, food and drink and family. Would you like to spend Christmas with me? Don't forget the Christmas cake. How long will we stay awake? I like Christmas, lots of gifts underneath the tree. I like Christmas, see the King on the BBC. I like Christmas, food and drink and family.